All right, hey everybody. It is Thursday.
Thursday.
I got that right. Thursday night. We just finished our trip up the Arctic Circle. We are back at camp that we were at yesterday, and we did it. We made it, and we're gonna come off the Dempster Highway tomorrow. We're gonna stay here tonight, and we'll be back in Dawson tomorrow. And we have another week or so left, and we're just gonna relax. Um, so tomorrow we're gonna get back home, and we're really excited to show the family and friends our pictures that we took. It was a beautiful trip.
You mean next week?
No, tomorrow when we get in Dawson.
Oh,
we'll
post pictures.
Yeah.
Got it.
And Dempster Highway is, to me, it's just another world. It was just absolutely
It was
breathtaking.
breathtaking.
It's
Yeah.
once you get on the highway, it's like you're just entered a different planet. It's just the scenery's so different, and I swear it drops 20 degrees once you get on that highway.
So cool.
We've been in below freezing weather for the last 3 days. Today we got in a lot of snow, which is it is middle of August right now. It was 80 degrees when we left home
Yep.
in the Seattle area and
And there
Lake
was like
Stevens.
3 inches of snow at one point today on our.
Yeah, it was
travels.
just crazy. We're talking August here, you know.
And
But
the trees are all changing.
yeah,
like,
it's fall out here. The
it's-
colors are changing,
Yeah.
and the trees are short. Like they're not that old, but I mean they're like 6 feet tall max. I mean
Yeah.
they just don't get big out here because of the harsh environment. You know, it's just a different world, and it's just so pure and beautiful. It was
The water is
water's
it's so clear.
It's just
Even the like mucky runoff ponds is clear.
yeah.
And some of the greenest of green, it looks like Mexico waters.
Yeah.
Like it just.
It's the bad part about this trip is that now we're gonna have to nothing's gonna compete
Yeah.
with the Dempster.
Yeah.
You know, nothing will, because that's what the story's about. So this whole trip we've been riddled with small issues. I've had to repair the truck or the trailer every single day since we left Washington.
Yeah.
Something's broken or something's needed repair. And before we left, I did my due diligence to look over the whole truck to make sure we didn't have any issues, because we were going into the Arctic tundra. It was snowing in the middle of nowhere. When I say middle of nowhere, it's not like middle of nowhere, but someone will drive by. We're in the middle of nowhere. So I want to make sure we were fine. You know, we were having so many issues. I mean, we were going to be very careful. I mean, I have my family to worry about. Like, I don't want to do anything stupid. It's not worth the trip if we're going to put ourselves in harm's way. So we looked over the truck, and everything was good. Brakes were good. Tires are good. No leaks, no squeaks per se, except for belt noise. This truck always makes a belt noise when
Always
it's dirty.
has.
Always
Yeah.
has. We replaced the belts last year. Didn't fix it. Whatever. We just get used to it. So this morning we leave. We woke up at 3:30
Yeah.
and tried to leave here before 4 was the goal. We left a little after 4.
Yeah.
Just so we could get up as high as we could today, get as far north as we could. The goal was to get to Tuck, which is the Arctic Ocean.
And it was going to be a long day. We knew
We were
that.
planning on like almost overnight. Like we're not
Yeah.
getting back to camp till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So get on the road, and it's snowing, and it's just gorgeous. We've got some beautiful pictures of the snow in the mountains and in the tundra. It's just incredible. Right around sunset, we're up in the mountains. Or sunrise, I'm sorry. Truck breaks down in the middle of nowhere. Worst fear. And
It's about 8 in the morning.
8 in the morning, yeah. We figured we were probably a little over an hour away from the first outpost, which is Eagle Plains. But we're
And-
talking small outpost.
And 4
basically a gas
hours
station.
away from our campsite.
Yeah. So not in a good situation. And there is nothing in between this. There is no outpost. There's no ranger station. There is nothing between where we just broke down. So what had happened was the belt broke. It snapped. So I lost alternator and power steering and water pump. I had a jump box with me. I wasn't worried about the alternator. I could probably nurse it. If I turned off all the lights in the heater, I could nurse it to the next outpost, which is Eagle Plains. The water pump, I couldn't nurse that. So we tried a couple things. I cut some bungees up. Tried to makeshift a belt out of bungees. It didn't happen. And I was very just down on myself at this point. I had brought in every single tool I could think of to do repairs, and frankly, I've had to use about all of them.
Yep.
I didn't bring a belt, and that's kind of stupid. That's like one thing you should always bring when you're off road is a belt. I didn't bring a belt. That's kind of on me, and I couldn't fix it. I couldn't nurse it back. So we got lucky. A miracle happened. There was a group of missionaries coming up the road in 2 vans, and they stopped, and they took Rebecca to Eagle Plains. And
After the lady had stopped with the satellite phone. Remember?
yes, sorry, a lady stopped with the satellite
Yeah.
phone before that, but it didn't help. Basically, all we did was call Eagle Plains, and they said, "Yeah, we don't tow. Sorry, better luck next time."
But we have belts.
We do have belts. Maybe we can make something fit. So that was neat, but we had to get there, and that's over an hour drive there. It's not exactly walking distance. It's not
about
exactly
57 kilometers.
yeah, on
what
a
it was.
pretty harsh, dirt, muddy road.
Yeah.
So
In the
they
snow.
in the snow. This is in the snow. This is like 20 degrees.
It's like 20 degrees outside.
Yeah, miserable. And the kids are having a blast. They're still playing and stuff. Rebecca and I are losing our shit. I mean, we held it together, but this was the worst thing that's ever happened to us. This was what we didn't want to happen. It was now happening, and we couldn't get out of it on our own. Couldn't get out of it on our own. There's no way. So anyways, these missionaries came up the street, and they stopped and asked me to help. I said, "Yeah, we do need help." And they offered to take Rebecca to Eagle Plains. So we had a plan. I got in the car with them, left for Eagle Plains. I stayed with the kids in the truck, trying to see if there was still any way I could nurse this thing back to town. Either I would meet her in town eventually, or she would get the belts if they had what we needed and
Hitch
meet
a ride
us-
back.
Hitch a ride back. Or somewhere meet in the middle. So she left. Like 3 or 4 hours go by, and and with the boys, we're in the snow, and we got the truck probably an extra 5 miles up the road, just driving it until it started getting hot, shutting it off, letting it sit for half an hour, driving it, coasting it down hills, doing everything we could to keep it cool, and eventually we got to the point where I wasn't going to have any battery left. It was just stupid to move further. I wasn't going to get there. It was a waste of time. So we pulled off to a decent place that had some good shade from the snow, and I sat the kids down. I told them what was going on. Hopefully, they're gonna find the belt that we need at this little store, which is be a 1 in a million. But why not? Let's hope for some good luck. She was gonna hitch a ride back, and we put the new belt on and be on our way. The chances are slim. There's a really strong chance that she's not going to come back tonight because there's not a lot of people out here. We didn't see anybody heading up that direction after these missionaries left. A couple people heading down, but that doesn't help us given the situation. So
At that point, we'd be like 6 to 8 hours from Dawson City.
yeah, it just didn't make sense.
Yeah.
So we had brought food for the trip. Everything was at camp, all the blankets and everything like that. It was supposed to be a day and back trip. We did bring a lot of supplies. We didn't have a lot of water, which we knew coming into that day. We were planning on buying water in Eagle Plains
Eagle
or up
Plains.
at one of the outposts. We just had 3 bottles of water. We said we'd buy more water when we got in town. So we had 3 bottles of water. We had a jug of gray water that was from the well at the campsite. And we had some lunch and dinner stuff packed. With Rebecca not eating with us, we had enough food to comfortably make it 2 days. So I sat the boys down. I gave them each a bottle of water. I said, "This is your water. Don't play with it. Drink. This is all you get until we figure out what's going on. I have gray water we can boil, but right now, we'll treat this with all of your utmost care.
It's gold.
It's gold. This is the food that we have. This is the situation at hand. If Mom doesn't come back, we are going to stay the night here. In the morning, we're going to get up and we're going to start walking to Eagle Plains. It'll take us all day to get there, but that's what we'll do. And we got a fire going. We chopped down some dead trees and made a good fire to keep warm because we couldn't run the truck. And luckily, Rebecca did come back. They actually, she couldn't find anybody that would give her a ride down there. Everybody was too busy or just uncomfortable giving her a ride.
Their cars were too full.
So the missionaries actually sent the leader,
Their oldest son,
gave Rebecca a ride back down to us,
and waited for us
to make sure we were okay.
and then followed us up to Eagle Plains.
Yeah.
So when I got to Eagle Plains, we didn't know the exact size of the belt because they had no internet up there, and we couldn't read anything off the belt. I mean, the belt was literally shredded. It's less than a shoestring is all that's left of it. And so the guy handed me 4 belts, And I said, how much for all 4? And I will bring you the ones back that don't work. And he said, nope, just take them. He said, when you get back this direction, he said, just saddle up with me. It's no problem. And it was just, okay, wow. Like, I mean, people definitely go on their word out here. It's a different, everybody helps everybody in most cases.
Well, in his situation, not to even credit, but
he also owns the gas station.
Owns a gas station out there, and that's it. That's there's only one road, and nobody who gets where we were has enough gas to make it back.
Yeah.
So you're only going one place.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, so that's what happened. We got really lucky, and that was, I think, the scariest thing that I've ever been through. If I was by myself, I wouldn't worry so much, but I had Rebecca and I had the kids with me. And that was we weren't exactly, it wasn't summer weather outside. We were in the middle of the Arctic, in the tundra, in snow.
Yeah.
And yeah, we got it fixed. It was like nothing ever happened except for we lost all day. And we made it to the Arctic Circle.
Yeah.
That's what we
and
did.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. And we didn't get where we wanted to go. We didn't go as far north as we wanted to. The goal was to get to the Arctic Circle. That's what it was about. We wanted to get further. It was just, that was all we had at that point. We kind of met our max. The kids met their max. We'd done what we wanted to achieve. And it was a weird feeling. We still
can't quite process everything. Like, we set out on this journey, I mean, to celebrate birthdays, yes. But to really, see who we were. And that was like met and exceeded today in all, our relationship, spiritually, emotionally, physically, because we're just, we met our max today.
Yeah, you can't see my hands, but I am filthy. I've been underneath the truck this whole damn trip. So, but yeah, that's very true. It was it's really hard to put words on it. Yeah, the kids were great. They were awesome. They're
a little crazy from sitting in the car.
They're a little wound tight right now, but they did everything they could to help. Nobody cried, nobody fussed. They're behind us, being kids, playing tag in the car, whatever. But no, I mean, it was very humbled by how we handled the situation.
Well, and just the generosity
of other people.
Like, and then, like, once we tried to give them money for gas, like, can we at least pay your gas? Yeah. And they were like, no, if you want to thank us, come eat breakfast with us. And so when we got back to Eagle Plains after we filled up and settled up with the belt and everything, we went over and they had coffee and pancakes and they fed us and eggs. Yeah, and
it was more like a late lunch.
They sang, but they sang happy birthday to Anthony.
Yeah.
It was a real God experience. Mm-hmm. Like, because
that we haven't quite figured out how we feel, I guess.
Completely.
We're still processing that whole thing right now. We'll leave that for us. But yeah, it was just, I don't say we feel defeated. It was definitely anything that could go wrong did. But I think it couldn't have gone better.
Yeah.
Given the situation and how
just
things
really
panned
hopeful.
out.
Like, I'm gonna go do laundry tomorrow, and I'm really, really hoping that I don't have to do it again until we get home.
Yeah, that's fair. I would really appreciate that too. We got Anthony's birthday on Sunday, and I think hopefully after this, we don't have plans after today. We're gonna go gold panning tomorrow. We're gonna go to the Yukon River and go gold panning in the morning, yeah, we'll just kind of go from there. So that's all I got to say. I talk too much.
Yeah.
So
we could go on.
We could go on.
But it's
Did you guys talk about the special people?
You did.
Okay, good.
Yeah, they're pretty amazing.
So that's that. So our little munchkins here.
They're losing their minds.
All right, that's it.
So, all right. Thanks for watching. Those are your last sweatshirts.
Oh,
just
we know.
So you know.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
we know.
Okay.
We're doing laundry tomorrow.
I have
All right.
Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great night.
Good night.